Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the finals of the Owen Hart tournament. And in the finals of the men's bracket, you have your Ring of Honor television champion Samoa Joe going up against Adam Cole.
Baby!
Decked out in pink for Owen. This was a good match. This was a damn good show for John. Joe looked good in this one. Adam Cole does what he does best, and he stays in the match. There was a lot of close pinfalls in this one, and I enjoyed this one. But at the end, because Kyle O'Reilly had a match later, you had the infamous Bobby Fish come in. Interfere. He yanked Joe a hurt arm over the top rope. Walked right to a super kick, and the boom. Adam Cole for the win. Winning the Owen Cup. Gets the win. How y'all feel about that? Especially with Samoa Joe being the champion. I thought J. Lo was going to show up at this pay-per-view, but it was no J. Lee for the last 2 weeks.
Wait, how am I already having a belt? I thought Adam Cole.
That already disqualified. You know, y'all always know what I say in my case. Obviously, the other person going to win if he's the one that got the belt. And Adam Cole got there ready. He was decked out in this Owen Hart pink gear.
Good ass match.
Stuff.
And the thing, Adam Cole like blazed through the tournament, and Joe had a couple hard matches. So I was like, Adam Cole gonna come out on top with the help of his boy, of course. But it's all about the pole.
He's picking up his victories. He couldn't defeat Hangman Adam Page.
The one out of the men's.
But he succeeded and went in the Owen Hart Foundation.
Adam
trophy
Cole,
and
baby.
Adam Cole, the man, one of the best in the world. He had to get some. But now it's the women's final on her tournament, and there was his girlfriend, Dr. Britt Baker D.M.D, your longest reigning All Elite Wrestling Women's World Champion of all time, going up against the Runaway in her second tournament final appearance. She was in the TBS tournament final against Cargill Laws, and now here she is going up against Britt Baker in an Owen Hart Women's Final. Both women had special interests. You had Rob Baker from Fozzy playing for Britt. You also had the band Rancid, Diaz in the Game playing Ruby's Destination. The fans was loving that shit, boy.
Yeah.
And this kind of made Ruby like a little bit of a fan favorite because they love D&D, but this got them both hyped for both women. This match was actually pretty decent. I mean, at the end, Britt tried to, Baker hit the stomp and almost got a 3 count. And then she went for the, she put the glove on and went for the damn, the lockjaw. It got reversed. Ruby hit the no future, but Britt rolled out the ring. And once she rolled out the ring, I knew it was all she worked for her. It was probably nobody she was gonna get this done.
Yeah.
At the end, Ruby locked in a sharpshooter, and Britt was trying hard. It was a nasty sharpshooter too. But you know they like to pay homage and everything.
Sharpshooter, that shit was definitely.
And then at the end, Ruby went for this pin, and they got changed around into one of those pins that they had like they never can get out of. Britt Baker got the win. It was a little shock to the flying. Yeah, it was a nice Dane Malenko like reverse of a roll up victory roll, but it was nice, and Britt got the win, and it pitted Britt and Adams the champions. They had Dr. Martha Hart come out there. She printed both of them with pretty ass titles and a big ass trophy. And then it was a nice moment. It was enjoyable. Something very beautiful and very, very, very overdue to honor the late great King of Hearts, Owen Hart. So I enjoyed everything about the Owen Hart tournament because you know it's been a long time since the Owen passing and you know the Hearts just faded away from the wrestling business, especially when Bret and Vince fell out. But this was something huge and needed to be honored. How y'all feel about this? The tournament as a whole and Britt winning this match.
Yeah, I like them bringing the tournament in, honoring Owen.
Yeah, I loved everything about it. From the tournaments themselves and the presentation at the end with Martha and them acknowledging everything.
And how nice and thoughtful it is to have a couple share the trophy right at the end.
Oh yeah. And a little change of pace from the Owen Hart final. We had a mixed trios match. And it was the Spanish girl Sammy Guevara, his girl Ty Conti, and you guessed it, Frankie Kazarian, all decked out in their UFC stolen titles from American Top Team. they were going up against the best men of Scorpio Sky, your TNT champion, for the second time with a beautiful TNT champion. His boy, Eagle Ethan Page, and the debut of Paige Van Zandt. But of course, the boy Lambert out there, the ringside, damn it. You know he got to be out there. This was a decent match. It was a whole lot of Sammy and Ty Conti kissing and them not paying attention to tagging Frankie and taking advantage of the opportunity. They'd kick somebody and then want to start kissing and shit. And Frankie was getting mad. He was getting so mad to the point that near the end of the match, him and Ty Conti got into it. And he ducked right in time, and Sammy kicked the shit out of Ty Conti. And then he got her over to the rope, tagged himself in. Started getting some vintage casts in, vintage cutters, springboard cutters, DDTs. He was working. But when you least suspected, at the end, it helped Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and Paige Van Zandt get the win. Because they just not on the same page. And it ended off with a TKO from Scorpio, which Frankie sold beautifully. The best man, Paige Van Zandt, to get the big win. And because of that, Frankie and they never made this clear. They can never, I don't know if they can never challenge him for the TNT title again, or they can just never challenge for the TNT title again. But as long as he has it,
they can't. As long as he has it, they can't.
They ain't gonna have it
challenge him.
But Scorpio, Ethan, and Paige get the get the 6-man trios victory. How y'all feel about that?
Yeah, I thought it was actually a nice, entertaining match. Throughout the Sammy and the Ty stuff, and then Cass acting like he ain't care about the match, they gonna hop back in there and start getting work in. And then Paige Van Zandt had a good showing in her first match. I like that.
Yeah.
Then Scorpio Sky still came out with the win. And then the champion. Thought that was nicely executed.
I ain't got much to say about the match. That I'm happy that the right team won.
Yeah. They got the win. But our
got his stuff back.
Our next match was another grueling singles match, another top match of the night candidate. It pitted one half of the Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly going up against Darby Allin, looking for revenge for Kyle O'Reilly taking out Sting leg. This match is pretty damn good. You know how Darby come out with intensity, but it's just something about the technical expertise of Kyle O'Reilly. I mean,
start the match off Kyle O'Reilly was messing that man.
He messed that man up, had him bleeding from the mouth.
Yeah, he bleeding within the first few minutes.
Darby came back with a reverse DDT, and then all of a sudden he went for the dive on the outside, and he fell on his fucking head. I don't know if he jumped early, something. He just missed Kyle O'Reilly, and Kyle sold it.
I don't know what it was.
But then he took him to the other side and did the same dive and got caught in a guillotine. So it looked like a DDT into a guillotine. Kyle O'Reilly was all over this man with reversals everywhere. Later on in the match, Darby Allin hit him with a coffin drop on the outside. Tried to do another coffin drop, but he got caught in a choke. Kyle O'Reilly changed that to an armbar, and he just kept wailing on him, until the end. Got him down for a nice move. Hit him with a big knee from the top rope. Pinned his ass and got the win over Darby. All of the male pillars, Sammy Guevara, MJF, Darby Allin, they all lost tonight.
Fan favorite loss.
They all lost. Kyle O'Reilly gets the big win. God damn. Undisputed Elite's getting busy tonight. How y'all feel about it?
A fan favorite loss. I like Kyle O'Reilly. Look like you're getting a nice push.
After
he beat that boy Darby Allin, that match got added late, and they put it that late on the card.
I think that's a real big win for Kyle O'Reilly.
Of course.
It does look like he's about to get in the push.
Pretty good damn match.
Let's see where he goes from there. Like going from losing in the Owen Harts to Samoa Joe to beating one of the top pillars of the company. That's a huge step. Going in the right direction.
Yeah. Our next match is for the All Elite Wrestling World Women's Championship, and it pitted a Thunder Rosa in our first pay-per-view title defense going up against the professor of professional wrestling, Serena Deeb. This was a decent match. A whole lot of technical expertise. I've seen some submissions I ain't seen since Dave Malenko was pulling them bitches out. Pendulums and reverse surfboards, and like I said, it was a good match. Figure fours, both ladies had figure fours, and they rolled to the outside, so both of their legs was hurt. And Serena Deeb got some detox, some Serenity locks, and then when that didn't work, she locked in a Texas Cloverleaf that looked pretty nasty because it looked like Thunder Rosa too heavy for her little thing.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa got out of that bitch. She ain't waste no time. Hit her with a nice suplex. A fire Thunder Rosa driver. And that was all she wrote. Defending her title and maintaining it against Serena Deeb. Thunder Rosa. And it's interesting to see what goes on to Serena Deeb because it sounded like they try to keep her relevant at it. She lost the NWA Championship, changed her persona. She became the woman of 1,000 moves. Like she's a female named Malenko, but now you get the title shot and you lose.
Right.
So you going? This ain't WWE. You ain't getting no contenders match next week. You're gonna be fighting somebody else. You ain't get no title shot again unless you done the Rosa in your home time. But how y'all feel about this match?
Pretty decent match. Thunder Rosa got the win.
I actually like the match a lot. I knew it was gonna be a good match.
You already explained it.
Well, I just knew that Thunder Rosa wasn't losing the title that first defense.
Yeah, it was.
Like you said, it is interesting where the Serena Deeb goes here. You seen the type of push that she was getting, like when she was having those whatever you call it, competition that she was having, whatever you want to call it.
And then she took out Sheila.
She took out. She was on a win streak, so. But nah.
Yeah.
Basically, though, like she in the Brian Danielson position when he got up there and fought Hangman Page twice for the title and they ain't win.
Yeah, but he got his rematch because they fought to a time of the draw.
The draw.
So it was like he didn't lose, but he didn't win. So I can see why
he got another.
Was like, no, you ain't beat me. I want my match.
Yeah,
sure.
Next though, it was the marquee event of the night. It wasn't the match. This was, as John Moxley describes, beautiful, glorious pro wrestling violence. On 2 Dynamites ago, Jericho said he wanted to pull off the 3rd annual Stadium Stampede. And Mox said, nah, I ain't doing that shit. We want a pro wrestling match. You call it whatever you want. Pro wrestling against sports entertainers. Anarchy in the Arena. And that's what we named it. Anarchy in the Arena. And damn it, it was anarchy.
Everywhere.
This wasn't a fight. This wasn't a wrestling match. This was a straight up street fight brawl. Now, Jericho Appreciation Society came out first, all dressed in matching shit, all pretty. Judas on my mind. The whole motherfucking crew with Mox, BD, Santana Ortiz, and Eddie Kingston came from the crowd.
He was playing his match for like 7 straight.
And JSA ran after them, and they let Mox Wild Thing play over the speakers for about 7-8 minutes while the fight continued. Everywhere. When I say everywhere, they was everywhere. You had Matt Maynard, that motherfucker. He was busted open by Eddie Kingston early. Shit everywhere. Jericho started off. Who the fuck was he fighting at first? He fighting Mox.
It was Mox.
He fighting Mox. They was all over the place. Garcia was all over the place.
No, it was Eddie Kingston.
It
was Kingston,
yeah.
They were the two.
But everybody was everywhere. I had a street sweeper through 2 tables on Hager by Santana and Ortiz. Jericho stabbing Moxley in his eye. I seen Eddie Kingston get pulled by a fucking belt. I seen all kind of shit I could ever even imagine. They broke the turnbuckle of the ring. Moxley was hitting niggas with turnbuckles.
You had the double splash off the ladders through the tables.
But at the end when Brian Danielson was taking over, nigga in the LaBelle lock here, Mox had a border choke here. Brian's just waiting for Jericho to tap. He ain't tapping. Here come Eddie Kingston walking like a zombie from the back with a gasoline tank. And he walked right in the ring and just started dousing both Brian Danielson and Jericho with the motherfucker.
Wow, Jericho had him in a submission.
Brian Danielson said,
he had him in a submission.
And then he seen Eddie Kingston light a fucking lighter. He said, "Fuck is you doing?" These motherfuckers start fighting. Mox coming there trying to break it up, and I left for Hager, Jericho, everybody get back in the ring. Yeah. And then when they get down to it, it just was Jericho and BD going back and forth. BD getting all the kicks. He fucking up Hager and Jericho. Hager gets kicked, goes outside the ring, comes back, and hits fucking. BD was about to set up for them stomps on fucking Jericho's face. Here comes Hager with the bat to the back of BD's leg. Kept hitting him. Jericho locks in a mean-ass Boston Crab. And then just focuses on the one leg that got hit. While motherfucking Hager is choking Brian Danielson out with something. belt something, and he passes out. There's no Moxley around. Kingston's fucked up somewhere. Jericho Appreciation Styles, he pulls off Anarchy in the ring. The Blackpool Combat Club finally gets a loss. Yes. And perhaps the best wrestler in the locker room took the loss, but he didn't lose. He passed out. Mm-hmm. They got a big win. How'd y'all feel about this? The JSA. Standing up for sports entertainers over professional.
The Jericho Appreciation Society. I thought they should have won. First of all, they supposed to be a whole group together, just like the Inner Circle was. So they go together.
And they showed that. They showed BD and Eddie getting into it.
Yeah, they combined the other people together because they both had problems with the group, or certain people in the group.
Yeah.
And for them to look strong, for them to make that faction, what, a month ago, 2 months ago now? This that first big match together they had to win.
Yeah. As much as Jericho come out there and talk about JAS, the Jericho Appreciation Society, they had to win, like you said, and but the Blackpool Combat Club, you just throwing other people with Mox and BD. You just drew Kingston. Kingston could go off at any moment or somebody. Just drew Santana and Ortiz in the match.
Yeah, just because they hate Jericho.
Just because they don't like Jericho, so they not even a real stable.
They pulled the classic, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
You actually going against a stable.
It ain't work, dude.
With somebody who's been with Jericho since they've been there in Hager. And they the ones that picked up the victory.
I enjoyed that shit.
Dude. Anything at all you want from this match, you got. Blood, rain breaking. I forgot Moxley went through the barbed wire too. Still in the match. But they was all up in the crowd, in the back with the fans. It was just
everywhere.
That's what you want. And then just to have them still playing the music over there with all with the fight going on for at least 10 minutes. It was just something different, and I liked it.
It was crazy.
Next, it was triple threat action. It was for the All Elite Wrestling World Tag Team Championships. It was Jurassic Express Jungle Brothers, just so shit. AEW Tag Team Champions with the old head Christian going up against Swerve in Our Glory, Swerve, the realist, and Limitless Keith Lee going up against Powerhouse Hobbs and your FTW champion, Absolute Ricky Stocks. This was a good match. Everybody got some time to shine. Definitely like the part when we had all three behemoths in the ring and we had classic Luchasaurus. But then he tried to do his little choke slam thing on them. They choke slammed his ass.
Double choke slam.
Also at the end, when Jungle Boy was about to get his shit in, he got kicked out of nowhere by Luchasaurus, and that led to a very fucking close pinfall for Swerve and them. They almost got their finish. But they was able to regroup, and pretty much at the end, when everything was discombobulated, Swerve got caught in the Jurassic Express for the win. Can't leave out Keith Lee putting on Big Sean and John the dive over the top rope, but it just wasn't time for Jurassic Express to lose the titles lesson. And as I told you in my bold prediction, Hardy's going to take it from him at All Out. You heard it first. How y'all feel about this match?
I really like this match a lot. Fun, nice 6-man tag team match. Everybody had a chance to shine in the match. Each individual person from each thing had a chance to show them, do their own thing and shine. My favorite match thing in the match is still that Ricky Starks spin. I thought that was game.
Yeah.
Now, that was a spin, but he ain't get it. But congrats to Jurassic Express.
Yeah, it was a great match for me as well. And also another thing, you have two fairly new tag teams who have been like tag team a lot. Now they got their opportunities. They both got a tag opportunity. Another thing I want to put out is when did Chris and Cage start cheating so much?
Oh yeah. Well, and I'm trying to figure out how they get title shots, but FTR still ranked up there. They got 2 titles. They ain't getting no title shots. They defending titles and shit. But like I said, that was another good match. It was good to see everybody get some shine on, but Jurassic Express wasn't losing the titles, not just yet. But as Mark Henry would say, it's time for the main event for the All Elite Wrestling World Championship. Hangman Adam Page defending against the best in the world, CM Punk. Main event, Las Vegas. They've been having a good feud going back and forth, and as Punk said, I don't know why you're taking this personal, man. It's just business. Like, you could see every promo, Adam Page was mad.
He was mad.
He wanted to destroy this man. And the way this match went, he wanted to destroy. This was a pretty good damn match. the thing that messed it up near midway through the match was when Punk was trying to go for buckshot Larry's and he wasn't landing right. And then the second time he went for it, he did the same shit. And Adam Page stood there and let him do it.
Wait for him to get
they kept reversing each other moves. And then he finally got to go to sleep. CM Punk kicked out. CM Punk was coming back, hitting high knees, superplexes, and he just kept kicking out from everything. One of the big points that put the match in picture was when Adam Page did that moonsault and then he tweaked his leg.
Yeah.
But pretty much at the end, CM Punk was going for a GTS. Spent all the way 360, hit the ref, knocked him out. And then Adam Page was able to take advantage. Then he looked at the corner, seeing the belt. Paul Turner fell back down, waiting for this whatever to go on was happening. Adam Page looked at the belt, looked at Punk, looked at Page at the belt, threw it down, sat back up for buckshot Larry, and then hesitated as he was doing it to let Punk pick him up, hit the GTS.
He hesitated.
One single GTS, the only GTS Punk hit.
Trash.
And you knew for the first time in 9 years, since he held the belt for 434 consecutive days with Paul Heyman, you knew heavyweight champion CM Punk, and you can see the emotion on his face. He deserved it. Hey, Heyman had the belt since 4 years. It's been a nice reign.
I don't give a damn.
None of the champions have had it a year. But if not now, when do you give the title to CM Punk? No. It's been a whole year. When do you give it to him? You had to give it to him now. Let him run with his reign because he may never get it again. You have to take advantage of the Punk era now. While you have it. And that's the same thing I feel about the Hardys and the tag team division. That's why I say I picked them all up. You got to take advantage of these legends while you have them.
While you got it.
Because you got years, like Vince McMahon trying to do in WWE, to develop your 25-year-old MJFs, your Darby Allins, your Sammy Guevara's. They going to be it. They going to get a title. But when you got these type of legends, the type of legends that make nostalgia people who only watch wrestling for certain people, right? This is what they coming here for. After this, they're going to be charging their phones in the hallway. But this was a damn good pay-per-view. How did y'all feel about this match right here? CM Punk is your new champ.
Pretty good match. You already know how I feel. But the moment I knew CM Punk was going to win, when Hangman took his ass out the ring and threw him over the table and was going to grab the belt and say, "You see me, I'm the champion." I know it was over then that CM Punk was going to win.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match. He was going back and forth, and CM Punk, he was hanging in there. He shouldn't have messed up that damn buckshot.
Yeah.
But look at it, he back. He wanted to come back to when he decided to come to AEW. He wanted to show that he still was one of the top people, and now he had his opportunity to take on one of the top, who I think Hangman was one of the best people. So he defeated him, and now look.
The only thing I'm mad
AEW World Champ. So let's see how his reign goes.
Is he lost from one GTS out of all the title defense he had with the other big stars. He kicked out from that finish, got out, but lost on one GTS. Come on, man.
So he the best in the world or whatever.
Yeah.
It's clobbering time.
Yeah, but how did y'all feel about Double or Nothing, fellas? Heading into the summer.
I like Double or Nothing.
It was a hella stack.
My
man Tony Khan don't give a damn how on the pay-per-view go. We getting it in. Ain't no squash matches on pay-per-views. We getting something for everybody. I had performances from Rancid. I had Wild Thing playing over the speakers.
You got everything you
actually had three.
You got everything you wanted out of Double or Nothing.
Single matches and another. So you basically had 4 matches.
I got debuts. I got baddies. I got new champions.
Everything you wanted out of it.
Man, this was a damn good pay-per-view. It's impossible to grade AEW pay-per-views now because they are.
Yeah, I just say it was a 9 out of 10, like the usual.
Hey, I'm just waiting for y'all to build on the next one, man. Get me ready for All Out. I know I got Fighter Fest up in there. I got Fight for the Fallen up in there coming. I got some specials. I know y'all gonna do right, but hey, we appreciate y'all. We ain't got nothing else. This was our review of AEW's Double or Nothing, the 3th anniversary. They delivered.
It's over, ladies and
They delivered. It was something for everybody. Trios matches, women's matches, tag team matches, anarchies in the arenas, and new champions. But from us, from the you heard I said wrestling podcast, tell these the United Gate and whatnot. Y'all heard what we said, and we out of here.
Yes, sir.